Hi, my name is Evelyn Roberts, and I'm here to introduce one of the lovely gems of our grade. Some may even say she is a jewel. A jewel is defined as a piece of a lustrous or translucent mineral that is smoothed and polished for use as an ornament. Although Erin is not a translucent mineral, she is definitely a precious part of our class who is very smoothed and polished. She seems to always have things together with her cool and calm nature. I've had the great privilege of getting to know her even better this year in our mini freeze. You can always find her sitting on the couch in the senior hall, surprising you with one of her funny, sarcastic comments, or trying to counsel me through my hot wing obsession, or helping anyone else with their problems. She is a very generous and kind helper, and if you ever need a fidget toy, she will always have you covered. She is one of the kindest and brightest people I know, and I cannot wait to see what this precious gem shares with us today, so please give it up for the beautiful, passionate, and vibrant Erin Nicole Jewell.
Every day, we go through life with the people we've known for years, people we've met recently, and people we've never met. We observe and sometimes judge them based off of what they wear, how much they weigh, what car they drive, or what neighborhood they live in. But we forget that behind those things, there's often a story of hardship, struggle, or pain. So here's my story. Once in my life, I was pretty obese. Most of my grade knows about the infamous picture of me in 7th grade that happens to show up somehow every single year. I absolutely hate this picture, not only because I literally look awful, but because of the traumatizing story behind it. At the age of 5, my hair started falling out. At first, it wasn't too alarming because everyone's hair sheds a lot occasionally, but then it became way too noticeable. My 5-year-old self didn't really notice a change and pretty much had no worries in life. On the other hand, my mom was extremely concerned. I began going to a series of doctor's appointments that led to a traumatizing MRI at La Bonner. We soon found out that I had a brain tumor. It still kind of shocks me to say this out loud today. I was diagnosed with a small brain tumor located on my pituitary gland. The location of this tumor explained my excessive hair loss, but would also explain many symptoms to come. The tumor was too small to remove without brain damage, so all of my doctors knew that something must be done to ensure it didn't grow. I began to get shots monthly at home to suppress growth. Keep in mind that I was quite a dramatic child who was terrified of any type of needle. So I'd like to thank both of my parents for putting up with my 3 to 5 hour fits of avoiding it every single month. After a few years of this shot, a new method of suppressing the tumor became available, but it required surgery. My mom made the decision to take this more effective option. For 5 years, I went into surgery once a year to have a steroid implant removed and replaced. To this day, Hattie and I will occasionally bring up the time that I came to school the day after surgery, warning everyone not to touch my arm. Then, during recess, Hattie, who was for some reason twirling in circles, hit me right in the arm, to which she responded with nonstop apologies and almost tears. Having a steroid in my body for 5 years was devastating. In the moment, I thought there was something wrong with me. I didn't understand why I did sports and worked out just as much as everyone else, but I was like 4 times their size. As I look back on pictures today, I realized that the way I looked was not normal. I looked like a person who was inflamed with fluids, which was exactly the case. Living that way for 5 years took a toll on my mental health. When I was finally able to get rid of the medicine trapping me, I became obsessed with losing weight and ensuring I was as small as possible, something that I should have never let consume my life. After a couple of years, I realized I could no longer live like this, especially doing a sport year-round. I began working on myself and finally got past it. Going through this as a child made me become a very compassionate and empathetic person. I am not quick to judge those who are different, and I'm usually eager to learn the story behind that difference. So, now you've heard my story and what I learned, but what was the takeaway for y'all? I want you all to know that your story has meaning. It happened for a reason, and it happened to put you in the exact place you are today. I also want to remind you to think more carefully about others. That comment that you made about what someone was doing, wearing, or eating could have meant more than you ever knew. So let's try to embrace our stories and think about what others might be doing that puts them in the place that they are today. To my amazing class of 2018, our days are finally coming to an end, and I truly can't believe it. I want to thank you all for helping shape me into the person that I am today. We have learned so much from each other, and without y'all, I wouldn't have the story that I'm able to tell today. I love you, and let's finish our St. Mary's story strong. Thank you.